It's an understatement to say that the world is currently in a state of flux in terms of the politics, and that is having a profound impact on industry, specifically defence. We see that no more highlighted than when we have a Twitter intervention from the President of the United States, particularly when it's aimed at the defence industry. We often see quite an agile and innovative response. I think what is the defining aspect, of course, is the current white paper for Australia, the unprecedented investment in defence industry and the pace at which a lot of those new acquisitions are expected to come online.
Well, technology is really the driver for business. It's gone from being a support function to being a driver. If you look at how marketing efforts are going forward, they're using social media to drive their products. So the whole technology aspect is the enabler for business, in terms of product delivery, product innovation, and the marketing and the go-to-market for those products.
In terms of disruptive technologies, additive manufacturing is the technology that I look after within BA Systems. And I think, as Steve was talking about, it's not just additive manufacturing as a technology, it's when you apply additive manufacturing into sustainment, or you apply additive manufacturing into optics, or you apply additive manufacturing into any of these other key technology areas. When you're talking about signal processing or anything like that, what does that actually allow you to do in terms of a product or in terms of a system? I think that's quite key in the disruptive technologies. When we talk about things like radar and we talk about things like artificial intelligence in the same context, I think that's quite key to having these sorts of technologies to actually disrupt and bring technology up to a new level of capability.
Well, traditionally we see the attacks going after confidential information. So companies experience loss of confidentiality, individuals experience loss of confidentiality. We're seeing a slight shift with all the ransomware attacks that are happening in terms of targeting the availability, taking away the access to the information and demanding a ransom to free it up again. And I think we're going to continue to see that happen, using the human as the target through social engineering and direct email phishing attacks, and then encrypting their devices, taking the information away from them and demanding money for it.
There's a lot of scary disruptive technologies out there that I have not even heard of, and I think we're in for a very interesting ride in the next 10, 20, 30 years. I'll be around to see it, so I'm glad.
It was a really great opportunity to meet some people we don't often see, squirreled away as we are in a little dockyard up in Sydney, but certainly to see and hear Steve Warlock talking about the demographic changes facing the organisation. I think it was a real, it's not something I sort of expected to be a leading comment, but it very much relates to what goes on, so it's great to see people talking about those kind of things. Just the diversity in the organisation, beyond the boundaries of maritime, that we have people doing the additive manufacturing that we're doing the virtual reality that we're doing, and the wonderful diversity of activity going on around Australia.